Hello, I am Alec. I'm a consultant, and I love to show people how to operate their constitutions. We're gonna have some fun right now, okay? Because allegedly there's a tariff war that's going on right now, and that tariff war is going on with Colombia, right? And then I just want to ask my neighbors a simple question: where do you get your coffee from? Okay, that's it. I'm just knocking on the door right now, and I want to know, hey, my neighbor, where do you get your coffee from? It's me. I'm gonna tell you where I get my coffee from. Our coffee comes from Kirkland, right? So we go to Costco and then we get our beans from Kirkland, right? And then Kirkland gets their beans from all sorts of places. But, I wanted to know because allegedly people were afraid of this whole so-called tariff war that's getting ready to go off with Colombia because people were like, oh no, the coffee's gonna get expensive now. And I was like, really? The coffee's gonna be expensive now because we have two corporations going at each other? I was like, I don't think so. So I went to my agent and then I asked my agent, I was like, agent, what are the top 10 coffee producers in the world? And then I'm going to show you what my agent brought back to me. Okay, check this out. So agent brings back to me, here are the top 10 coffee producers of the world, sir. Number 1, Brazil. I was like, okay. Number 2, Vietnam. Number 3, Colombia. That's the one that allegedly we're going to war with right now, but whatever. They only produce 8% of the beans, right? And then you got Indonesia, and then you have Ethiopia, and then you have Honduras, and then you have India, and then you have Uganda, then you have Peru, and then you have Guatemala, right? So I was like, oh, so we have all sorts of places where we can get our coffee from. So I'm not even worried about about the so-called trade war that's going to go on with Colombia and the Colombian coffee beans right now, man. Whatever, it is what it is. I also wanted to know, I was like, well, if Americans love their coffee so much, who are the American producers, or who produces American coffee beans, right? So I looked that one up too, and then I found out that there were only two, right? You have Hawaii and then you have Puerto Rico. Okay, so they have the climates where you can produce coffee right now, and then we get beans from there too. Allegedly, California is setting up their coffee bean productions too, but I think that's still in the early stages. I'm not sure on that one. All right, so so because I get our coffee from Kirkland, and I'm like, well, I wonder where my neighbors get their coffee from. We used to get it from Dunkin' Donuts, but we don't do that anymore. So we just shifted to the Kirkland, right? So I wanted to know where Costco gets their beans from. So Costco sources their beans from places like Starbucks, okay? So the Kirkland brand sources their beans from Starbucks. So I was like, oh, well, where does Starbucks get their beans from? All right, check this out. And at Starbucks, this is where Starbucks gets their beans from. They get them from more than 30 countries. And I was like, oh, 30 countries? I was like, okay, at least it's more than just Colombia. I was like, at least we have more countries than just Colombia, okay? Here goes some of the key countries. They got Latin America, so they're getting beans from Latin America, right? Such as Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Mexico, Panama, Peru, and Puerto Rico, okay? And then they also sources its beans from Africa and Asia/Pacific. Okay. So Starbucks is getting their beans worldwide, man, worldwide. So I'm not even worried about this so-called tariff war that's getting ready to pop off between America and Colombia and in the coffee beans. But tariff wars they're important. Okay. So just imagine if you're a corporation and then you're allowing people to come into your building, and then you're allowing people to sell goods and services to your employees. Okay, that's basically what's going on right now. Okay, but America has employees called politicians and citizens, and then America also has the people, right? So the employees called the politicians, and the citizens, they serve the people, right? So I'm one of the people, and I want to make sure that everybody is being taken care of, right? So if our CEO would be the president, if our CEO sees that things are not happening fairly and countries aren't doing things fairly with each other, then I'm fine if my CEO says, yo, we're gonna increase the paying for you in order for you to do services or provide goods and services to the citizens and the politicians and the people in America. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine fine with that because Americans, the people, we're super resilient and we can find other sources to get our coffee from. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to put that one down there because, I'm going to start building rapport with the internet because I just want to know where you get your coffee from. Where do you get your coffee from? Or do you even like coffee? Or maybe you're a tea drinker. I don't know. We're just hanging out right now. Okay. All right. That's it. We're done. We're going to put this together. We're going to upload it. We're going to see how it flows. Oh, one more thing. Because I am a consultant, and I do show people how to operate their constitutions. If you want to hang out with us and if you want to talk about some wonderful things, you can probably go to our profile, or wherever it is on whatever social media platform that we're on right now. You could probably go to our profile and you can find our information there and you can say, hey, I want to hang out. So if you want to join our private membership association and learn how to oversee governments, right, we should hang out and we should talk about some wonderful things. I can also show you how to save a lot of your money. Okay. We have scary simple bookkeeping services. All right. That's it. We're done. We're going to put this together. We're going to upload it. We're going to see how it flows. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's had more fun than us. Bye.